All right, guys, way different kind of video today. It's going to be like a video inside of a video. So we're back in Canada doing some ice fishing. This is probably going to be the last ice fishing trip of the year. And I'm going to be doing some social media video creation for SCHEELS. This video is going to be me filming me. So we're going to run through everything that I do to make 2, maybe 3 videos. And we'll show you kind of as we go how they turn out. So one of the things we're doing this week is tip up fishing for pike. I've always thought about doing it. I've never done it here. I've got some herring frozen that I bought at SCHEELS earlier. I collected some video of that. And then I've got some of these new, just a few of these Fraeville tip ups, pretty basic tip up. But I filmed me picking these out, getting all the stuff to set up rigs and SCHEELS. And so now in the garage here, I'm gonna set up a video and collect some like up close and personal detail-y videos. Everything I'm doing is gonna be between 30 seconds and a minute completed, but I just wanted to show you how long it takes to make that. So the first half of buying everything is already done. Now we're gonna rig this up. After I get these all set up, I'm gonna go get the side-by-side going. Video number 2 that I'm gonna try to make is night fishing burbot. This is the last weekend to ice fish in Saskatchewan. I've heard rumors that guys catch just piles and piles and piles of them. So I'm hoping to get on that bite and get a video made. Tonight, I just wanna get video of the side-by-side, getting the garage open, all the little things leading in. And then if I can find some burbot later, then I'll do video of drilling holes at night and, you know, working with the Garmin and all of that stuff. But first things first, I got to get video of this. You'll notice you're on my action camera because I need the big camera to get good video. You know, when I used to tell people that my goal was to someday make video and do that, like, and make money doing it and make a living doing it, everybody would be like, oh, why don't you get a real job? You scared to work like everybody else? Well, I wanted to show people, just for fun, how much goes in to every little shot. So everything we're shooting is for social media. And so the video itself is going to be in the vertical orientation so that you guys can watch it on your cell phone. Now, you don't necessarily want to just see me doing this. And so the goal is to get a bunch of varied shots that are really close up so I can go back and forth between the different ones to keep people's attention. But I also don't want dog food and spray cleaner in the background. So we're going to clean this up here so I can control what I'm on here by clicking that button, or I can control what's being focused on by pushing the screen, which is great. Just go ahead and start recording. Just getting hands and scissors. Let's open this up. Zoom it out. Get one of me doing it. Make sure that I'm in the video. Don't look at the camera. Awesome. And so all of these shots, I'll set up something different and I'll use maybe 4 seconds of it. 4 seconds of each different camera position change. One of the things with all my videos is that I'm not a salesman. I don't go on there pitching something that somebody tells me to pitch. If I make a video talking about something, it's because I use that thing. Otherwise, the video is just me selling an experience. I do all these things and show putting all this stuff together, but I'm not going to talk about any of the gear. I'm just going to show me doing the thing. And from a marketing standpoint with companies, the goal is to say, I'm doing this cool thing because of these things that I bought at this place. And that is my version of social media marketing, because I think pitching stuff is a slippery slope to where eventually you can kind of sell out to the highest bidder. And I do not love selling products. I love selling experiences, because in my social media things, I'm trying to influence people to go out and have these experiences themselves. And so half of what I'm doing by showing these things is not like saying you should buy this. It's these are things you can use to help you do the thing. And if you want to buy it at SCHEELS, because that is a partner of mine, that'd be great, because that helps me, that helps SCHEELS, and that helps you get the gear that you need. Okay, so we're gonna get the camera close again. Zoom her in a hair. Let's get real close. Okay, there's that one. What I'm doing there is I'm turning the autofocus on and off the camera here, just so I can make sure that what I want to be in focus is in focus. This is going to be cool. It's going to open up this flag. Okay. Now, last thing I need to do is put some string on this sucker. And again, all of this video that I'm doing, everything in the shop here, maybe going to be 5 seconds of the total video. I pulled a bonehead today. I forgot my bait. In Saskatchewan, you can't have live minnows, so I always wait and buy it up here. We ran to town. I went to the store. I bought some swivels because I forgot swivels this morning, and I walked out and drove back to the lake without my bait. And so tonight, the burbot video, I'm going to try to cut up a herring and see if I can get something to bite on a herring. Maybe if I can just mark a fish, I'll be happy. But I have bait for the tip-up video, and I'll probably have to run in town and get minnows later. So I never actually have like a shot list or anything like that. Honestly, it would be a lot easier if I did, but I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants guy, and I like to do it like that. I do have some ideas in my head, and a lot of times it's not just one fish, obviously, right? Like, so the video hopefully will make it seem like I'm catching one fish. But what I want to have, at least get most of these clips, is going to be all the setup of the tip up, that's fine. But I would love to get a video of the flag being tripped. I would love to get a video of the spool spinning. I would love to get a drone video of me setting the hook. I did this on a different video a long time ago, and it was so cool. Love to get a drone video of me setting the hook and kind of fighting the fish from the top. Yeah, I mean, those are my main ones. If I could do that and then get like a nice trophy shot of it, perfect. It's going to take forever. Okay, I'm going to spool all 3 of these and then meet you outside. Okay, so as of right now, there's 3 shots that I want to get here, and maybe 5 total before we get to the lake. I want to get a shot of me opening the door for the garage. I want to get a shot of me putting the key and turning it into the side-by-side. I want to get a shot of the lights coming on the side-by-side. That's the first ones. Then, once the side-by-side gets out, I want a shot of me putting the Garmin into the back, and I'd like a shot of me from the side, just driving the side-by-side. And that's everything until we get to the lake. So we're going to set those up. And it might be pretty difficult because it's dark, and if you've ever filmed in the dark, you know that it is very tough to get what you're looking for on the camera without it being too stinking blurry. So what I'm going to do, I usually shoot in 60 frames per second, which means my frame rate is 1/120 or 125, because that's what the camera does. But what I'm going to do is turn this down to 24 frames per second, which means that I cannot slow-mo it, but I can change the shutter speed to 150 or 1/50, and that means that a lot more light's getting in the camera. Just tries to make things a little bit brighter for me. Shot one. Let's add one. Let's get the garage door opening. There's two. Shot three might be a little difficult. I'm going to steal the light off of that GoPro there, but I want everything to seem sort of consistent. And so, wow, that thing is bright right here. Oh, now I'm a little dark. Stole the light off of it. Now I'm not going to be able to use the tripod for this. I wish I could get you in here closer to see this shot. Maybe I can. Movie magic, baby. Filming me, filming me. Huh. Clip you onto here. Turn it around. Oh, not too shabby. So now we tighten everything up quick. Cool. Let's see. You know how hard it is to get this thing right when there's pressure? Okay, well, good. Like, I get it, it didn't start. I didn't need it to start. It will start in a second. All I needed was that little video clip. I know what you're thinking. Man, this seems like too much hassle. Well, it is a lot of hassle, but I love doing it, and I'm not going to stop. I'll tell you what's a bit of a pain in the butt. Just trying to shoot two videos at the same time. Okay. That's filming, that's filming, that's filming. Now, what I'd like this to do is when I turn it on, the headlights turn on, but they don't. So what I'm going to do for movie magic is I'm going to have one finger on the headlights, one finger on the key, turn the key, boom, lights. It's going to look cool. Blind everything. Okay, so the next clip I want is me putting the live scope in the back. Did you move on me? Looks like you slid on down. That's okay. Perfect. So I'm going to come in from the other side, and then hopefully you get to see this, the garment on the screen. Pretty much perfect. Okay, that's going to be it for now. So I'm going to get everything packed up, and then we're going to head to the lake. Okay. Last shot is kind of a close-up of my face as I drive out. So I've got the camera set up here. Take this off. Way too close to my face. Zooming out. Okay, that's it. That's all I got for now. Turning everything off. I'm going to go drill holes, see if I can find some burbot. If I do, I will film the rest of this video. If not, I'll film the rest of it tomorrow. Okay, I know I said I was going to put you back on if I find them, but might as well try first. Why? If this is anywhere between 10 and 20 feet, I'm giving her the business. My gosh, that's a lot of ice. Get the live scope out. Okay, that is far from what I'm looking for. We're at 6 feet. So on a positive note, I can just loosen up this, set it to forward mode, let her figure it out. It's in forward mode. Looks like if I go like 50 feet that way, we'll get down into 10. I want to be a lot deeper than that. This lake is so frustrating. According to my maps, I should be in about 15 feet here, and it should be a flat. What I've got is 6 feet, and it is far from on a flat. What better time to chase fish than 10 at night? Okay, moved quite a bit. Let's see where I'm at here. At home, it is 55 degrees. Here, it is right now about 7 degrees. What? I'm gonna get my trout and pout spoons glowing up. $15 feet, perfect. Okay, gloves. Gloves are necessary. It is cold, boy. Okay, we're live here for day 2. And, well, as you can tell, I didn't catch any burbot, which means I'm going to have to do a bonsai-ish trip tonight. Here's what's going on this morning. I need to go finish the tip-up video. With the tip-up video, once that's done, I'm going to head into town because I forgot all the bait besides the herring for the tip-ups. Then I'll come back, and I'm hoping to bring my kids out. And then at the nighttime, I'm really going to just push and try to find some burbot so I can use that video that I took last night getting the side-by-side ready. Multiple videos at once. In the last short video I did, I got a good close-up of me putting the Garmin in the back. The Garmin is something that I really want to make sure I'm showing because that's something that I'm using a lot this year ice fishing. But I don't want the exact same shot in 2 videos. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the Garmin in there while I put the tip-ups, because the tip-ups are the focus of this video, in right next to it. Herring. In case anybody's curious, yesterday I told you that I changed my settings because it was dark down to a 1/50th and 4K at 60 or 24 frames. Well, it's light out today, so I'm up to 1/125 shutter speed. I'm at auto ISO and I'm shooting 60 frames per second, and I also put, you can see, a variable ND filter, which means I can put basically sunglasses on the camera and make sure it's exposed the way that I want it. Okay, so I want to see exactly what I'm looking at. That looks perfect. I got the Garmin in half, and then the tip-ups are going to go on the other half. It's going to go exactly like this. So, no, I don't like how that twisted. Here we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to get the trailer hooked up. I'm going to get, well, out close to the ice. Once I get it close to the ice, I'm going to throw the drone up, get just a 2-second shot of me with the drone, bring the drone back down, and then go ice fishing. What I'm doing, there's a little, like this whole cottage community here is it's a basin that kind of runs down into the lake. And there's I lost everything. What the heck? That doesn't do me no good. Go ice fishing without my auger. I swear, if there's a theme to this trip, it is improvising. I lost the nut off the end of the bolt that I'm using as a hitch for this thing. So it just pulls the hitch right out. So I kind of ran the rope up and through the hitch hole and pinned it in there with that. Oh my goodness. If I get a video made this weekend, oh my. So what I was saying is all this drainage runs and it kind of feeds into the lake. It's about the time of year where you're starting to see pike coming up and getting it into the shallows or staging. Sorry if that's loud. Staging in the shallows, getting ready to spawn. And they'll spawn in these flats, little bays where the water runs down into. This is the only spot where it happens on this side of the lake. And so what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, because it's just not warm enough here to get any kind of runoff yet, is I'm gonna set up a couple of tip-ups on the mouth in the slightly deeper section of the bay. So maybe like a staging area. Remember I said I had an ND filter on my camera, the big camera? I have one on this as well. This is what controls the amount of light that gets into the sensor on your camera. And the goal to get good video, oh my goodness, is that wind cold, is to have your shutter speed 2 times that of your frame rate. So I shoot in 60 frames per second so I can slow motion, which means my perfect shutter speed would be about 120. 125 is what they usually are. What ends up happening if you don't keep it at that ratio is that you just get kind of choppier looking footage. To most people, that doesn't matter. To me, I really want it to look good and smooth, and every video that I make is practicing for the next video, so I want to make sure that I'm getting the right reps, we'll say. Try to do it as close to perfect every time. Oh my goodness, I am freezing. Okay, good. Looks a little bit nicer on the camera. Oh my God, it's freezing out here. That's it. That's all I need. I'd put this sucker away before it breaks. This is nuts. Never in my life did I think that the end of March would be this cold. But the truth is, I made a commitment to SCHEELS that I was going to make some videos for them, and I'm going to do that, or at least make a good effort. You know, I can't control if the fish are going to bite, but I can control if I get my butt out here and do it. Yeah, I'm going to put one right here and one up there a little bit. Okay, get the big camera out, take a video of drilling a hole. Whoa, what's going on there? Home slice, get up there. Filming, let's see it right here. Yeah, let's bring this up a hair. Good. This is gonna take 800 years because the ice is super thick. I want some video of me putting the garment in. Drop this down one level, give it a little different shot. okay. Looks good. Cool. You know, I get it that what I'm doing is, trying to make some marketing material for SCHEELS, but do not, oh my gosh, it's so cold, my pole's frozen up. Do not let it seem like I don't think this live scope is one of the coolest things I've ever used, because it is. The pole is frozen. Slight issue there. Hey yo, you guys want to watch me, or you want to just hear me talk to the nothingness? Okay. Here we are. Filming over here. Looks pretty good. Okay. So now I'm going to have a video kind of happening from the side, back. And we are going to send down a herring. Okay, is that filming? Yes, it is. Perfect. This is good. Pull out my oopsie, I forgot to make or bring pike rigs that I made. Actually going to work really well. Ouch, apparently the hooks work really well because I got my hand. Okay, so I'm in about 11.5 feet. Let's just set it down and see. Let's bring it up a little bit more. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Tip up is set. A little bit deeper, I think. Now I've got all the video that I need for this part, so now I'll just go get that one set up without moving the camera a million times. And one of the shots I'd love to get is a shot of this flag going off. Okay, let's go drill a hole. Yeah, this'll do. So because I really want that shot of that flag going off, I'm going to sacrifice as many batteries as I need to and just let that sucker roll, hoping that I get that thing kicking up and I can catch that little bail spinning. I'm not going to lie to you, solo filming ice fishing is not easy, and it's honestly not even that fun. That's why I like making these little shorts, because it's active, keeps you doing stuff, and well, it's not so dang boring. Okay, so back home in North Dakota, you can have 4 ice fishing lines, but here in Saskatchewan, you can only have 2, which means you got half the chance of getting on a fish. In a perfect world, I would put one more of these about 10 yards that way, closer shallow, and maybe one 10 yards further deep. And I'd just be pinching off this entire like little flat coming into this basin. But this is what we're doing. Let's see if we can catch one. Well, this isn't working the way I was hoping. 0 bites. I haven't even had a false flag. This is the part that stinks, because if you make commitments to companies, you feel pressure to produce something. And I can't make fish bite. So I think what I'm going to do is pull these lines, head into town, try to get some more bait, and I'm going to try to fish somewhere completely different on this lake. It's so cold. It's really hard to like get yourself going, you know? So either way, I don't really have a choice. We're going to regroup and retry. Tough day. We came back out and set our tip-ups up to try to finish that short. Have not had any luck. So we're just scouting spots that maybe burbot would be at. We got the tip-ups rolling. Hopefully we pick up a pattern there. And we just happened to get some walleyes rolling through, which I've been struggling to find walleyes all year. So figured I'd throw the camera on. We'd see if we could catch some of these. We got one keeper on the floor. Nice. 14-inch fish maybe.
Two small little guys. How do you throw that?
Two small ones that we had to send packing. But I had all three of the boys out for a while, then it got real cold, so two headed back, and now me and E are toughing it out. There's a walleye coming in from the right. You see him? Watch. He's right on the bottom. He's about 3 feet away. Coming right into us.
Hopefully one of us catches it, though. Because it seems like a good
Oh,
one.
here he comes right to me. Sorry, boy. I think it's another small one. Oh. Got these big old dorky gloves on. Yep. Another small one. Yeah, but he's not big enough to eat. Okay, we found ourselves a little walleye spot at least. So my tip-up video might just get pushed to the side. If we don't catch any, there's nothing I can do about it. So I'll use all the video that I got of setting up and everything, and I'll mix it with a different day, maybe, if me being out on an actual tip-up fishing trip. That's showbiz, baby. I'm hoping these walleyes here, man, if they can go, that'd be fun. Or even afterwards, like this is, if the walleyes are here now, the burbot will be here in a little bit.
I think there's a big tulip coming in or leaving on the left.
Yeah, I see that up high there.
I think it's leaving.
I've got half a mind. You keep doing your thing. I'm gonna go look and see, maybe change to something a little bit beefier on this.
How about a burbot rod, Dad?
Well, I don't know if I want that much. There, good. He's coming to you. I'm getting out of here.
Who's coming to you?
No, leave me alone.
Alright, I'm just gonna try to steal it from you.
I don't want it, Mr. Tullaby. I have no clue where that cut off at because it says SD card full. Bummer. It's all part of filming stuff, I guess.
What, Dad?
Said it's all part of filming stuff, I guess.
We're probably gonna have to cut off like the part where you had to take the hook on my glove.
I don't think it was filming. I think it had died by then. The spot that I'm fishing right now, I have no reason to believe that there's even fish here. I just looked at a map. I believe it all kind of continues like these valleys do, but I think there's a little bit of a more gradual hump here. I drilled a hole. It's 22 feet. 22 feet is what I was hoping to fish in. 20-ish, so might as well give her a shot. Again, I'm looking for now, if I see a pike on here, I'll set up a tip up. Mainly right now, oh, what a mess. I'm gonna have to clean that cooler pretty good. I'm just looking for a spot that might do good later for burbs. What a prayer I'm throwing up on this one. It looks like it's pretty flat that way. Oh, that's me. There I am giving myself a heart attack. Flat all around. I'm on a 22-foot flat. Man, this is exactly what I was hoping for. I think these fish are going to work up on here. I do, especially as the sun starts to go down. I don't need much. I just need, if I can catch a burbot after dark and get that on video, I can recreate all the other shots I need, and I can make a cool little short. But I need some fish to cooperate for me. That, or I just need to stop sucking at fishing. Got a big old, what I can imagine is a tulipy coming. No, it's a pike. I can tell. It's long. I'm going to drill a hole somewhere over there. I'm going to put a pike tip up, and I'm going to put that camera on it, and I'm just going to let it roll. Just let it roll the whole time. Because if I could get the video of a tip up going up and then peeling some line off of that thing, that would be awesome. Yep, so we're just going to set that up right over here. Oh my goodness. There is some serious ice here. Sweet G's. Okay, that's pretty cool because I can see my bait on, yes, cool. On the live scope, I can see the bait. So if anything gets squirrely, I should actually be able to know it's happening before it happens. Okay. Oh, don't fall over. Okay. Tip up right back there. Camera on the tip up. I'm right here. Screen recording, live scope, walleye / burbot. Got bait, that's good. I think this is gonna be my camp for the night. Like, this is where I'm gonna be. So I either catch the burbots or I don't. You know, some poor sucker is probably catching mahi-mahi in the sun off the coast of Florida right now. Period. I would sure hate to be him. Hooray. A tulipy. This might be a little walleye. Nope. Every year, I say, you know what? I'm just not a big fan of ice fishing. And then I freaking keep going ice fishing. Only a few weeks until turkeys, baby. I'm running out of space on all my cards. I've been fishing for a day and a half, looking for one bite. One bite on the tip up. I can't even give you a reason why I'm still filming. I just filmed a video on my phone that said I'm not going to keep videoing because we're having no luck. And then I got some sort of gut feeling that said, change the SD card out of your 360 camera. Keep it running. At some point in time, I decided, I think I'm going to make YouTube videos. Cool. And then I made the decision, I'm going to make them in the coldest places on Earth, apparently. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that there's dudes and ladies that make YouTube videos in the ocean? Did you? Did you know that they spearfish and they fish in the sun, in the warm? I sit on a 3-foot thick frozen piece of ice and stare at a TV screen, hoping that one of these little blobs come over and grab onto my jig. While I don't see a single other living creature because everything else is like, dude, it's cold. Well, you know what? None of this is working. I might as well throw my big old burbot spoon on and just glow that sucker up and wad it full of minnows and just see if I can get a greasy ball. Come on, burbots. Oh my goodness, I just got swiped at. There are so many fish down here. What the world? The bottom is loaded with fish. I got one. Dude, are you kidding? I caught the smallest walleye ever on this giant trout and pout spoon. Walleye. That's crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. What a day. I fished all day. All day just for the chance at a bite. I have been frustrated. I have been just beaten down. I was about to leave. I hook up with a burbot. I try to get the camera. I lose it. I set up the camera, I try again, I catch one on film for the video inside the video. I'm going to have to do the second half of the tip-up video some other time, and that's fine. Oh, that is paid off. That is work paying off. So cool.
We might be a little crazy,
Waking up at the crack of dawn, loading your gear, and then heading out on a sheet of ice, chasing a fish. Some people call it an obsession, and I don't think they're wrong. Some people chase limits, others chase trophies. I chase video of great fish in great places and amazing experiences. That's where my obsession ends. But it all starts at SCHEELS. Oh man, so I don't have a mic hooked up. I do have the Garmin recording. I've got my big camera recording. I saw a big fish move into my jigging hole, so I put a tip up down. I definitely have a pike. I can see it. I can see it on the Garmin. I'm just waiting for it to bite. Nope, but at least I got the flag going up. So if I get one on one of these other ones, I can just move it over and catch it spinning. Nope. Rhea, back up. Back over here. Come here. Back over here. We're fishing. Lots of fish coming. Rhea, stop! Rhea! Oh, stop! Rhea, you're all stuck in here. Stop! Okay, go. Keep going. Okay, so this tip up is going. It was spinning. Now it either is sitting with it. Rhea, no. Or it dropped it. If it dropped it, oh, it's on there. Rhea, back up. Rhea, come on. Hallelujah. We did it. Oh, so many days. Rhea, try to keep your dog from eating the bait.